Hi everyone, this is my first example video on 3.2, which teaches us the zero power rule and also how to use negative exponents. Okay, so the first thing to understand or to note here is that all of the previous rules that we learned, which are the product rule, the quotient rule, and the power rule, all still apply. The only new pieces of information we're adding are this zero power rule, in other words, what happens when I raise something to the power of zero, and how to proceed when we have negative exponents. Okay, we're not changing or violating any of the rules we learned in the previous section. So here, we are going to be employing the power rule. So remember, you can go back and watch my video on the power rule that explains it and proves it. And remember my silly little explanation. It's like if you're babysitting kids, every single term inside those parentheses has to get that exponent, right? If you're giving out treats and you're babysitting 5 kids and you don't give one kid the treat, it's not going to be so good. So same thing with math, okay? Every single term, the constant as well as the variable, has to be raised to that zero power. So the zero power rule, if you don't know it, you can go back and watch my video. 3 to the 0 power by definition is 1. X squared to the 0 power is also 1 because, oh, by the way, anything other than 0 itself raised to the 0 power is 1. So this is just 1. Okay, let's look at the second example here, which is using our rules of negative exponents. So really, when you think about it, we are going to be employing the quotient rule. So if you need a review of the quotient rule, you can go back and watch my previous videos, or you can simply look at any of my example videos from 3.1. So the quotient rule says that we need to subtract these exponents. Okay, so I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. Math people are kind of obsessed with having positive numbers. So almost always, I don't want to say always, but almost always, you will be asked to express your answer using positive exponents. Okay? I don't really have a great explanation for this. My background is in engineering. We do not share math people's aversion to negative exponents. But it is what it is. In my open math, I'm pretty sure you're going to be asked to rewrite everything in terms of positive exponents. So if you recall, a to the negative second power is the same as 1 over a squared. Okay, so being asked to write this as using positive exponents, that would be our final answer. All right, let's do a whole example here where we take all of these rules and put them into a more complicated example. So I'm going to include that example in my second video. So keep watching and click on that video if you would like to see more examples.